Yo, so how long you been MCing?
Well, I've been writing since about 11, 12 years old.
Holy smoly, catch a toe.
Phone going
bad.
on. Hold up.
That's a weed man.
Oh, man.
That's not it.
Oh, man.
Some chick I met over OKQ. I'm trying to smash. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Yeah, been a drought. I've been working out really well. I just trying to survive. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I've been writing for a while. You know, since like 11, 12 years old. But see, to me, music is more therapeutic for me. You know, so it's not necessarily like I have to record in order to satisfy certain feelings that I have. You know, so I didn't really consistently start recording until about maybe like 2010 or 2011. But by that time, you know, I have plenty of notebooks with verses and songs just sitting there. I probably won't ever release just because of the fact, you know, it's more therapeutic for me. You know, stressful day, happy day. I know this weekend is gonna be good. Whatever it is, every single day I try to work on my craft somehow, some way, whether it's just writing 6, 8 lines or whether it's writing a whole song, chorus, both verses, you know, however it may go, you know, it's more therapeutic for me. So as far as writing, I've been writing since about 11, 12 years old. Actually recording consistently, I'll say it's been about probably like 5 years. 4 years.
So that's a young age that you started writing. So I want to know, what exactly were you writing about at that age?
Well, family things, what I seen at school in the streets. Not saying it like I was some real big drug dealer or something when I was 11, 12 years old. But you know, it's just like when I was like in elementary school, like growing up, it was like, you know, my mother always had some type of values and like a type of system that we stuck by. But it was like when I hit middle school, it was like I'm starting to see a little bit more of a difference from what my mother was telling me. You know, not saying I disregarded that, but it was more like a little bit more like real life stuff started happening. You know, like even when I was in middle school, like it was drug dealers in my middle school. Like it was little kid, like 12 years old, ounces of weed in their locker. You know what I mean? Like in the, I guess you can say the OGs at the time, they was in a sense using the little kids to in that avenue. You know what I mean? So it was just more like what I seen. It was just more of me describing what I seen and also adding in just say whether it was family issues, stuff that I was going through personally. You know, it was just like, let me just write this down and get it out. You know, but as I got older and more real life stuff started happening and relationships, and then it was more like now it's more about me now and less about what I see. I still incorporate both, but you know, as you get older, you go through more things, experiences, you know. So now you got it.
That's dope. What area did you grow up in, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'm typically a West Side guy.
Okay.
You know, anywhere.
So where at NY?
My mother, she lives in Randallstown. I got cousins all over Woodlawn.
Okay.
So
you like Southwest? What middle school?
West,
Woodlawn.
County to the city.
Okay.
You can find me with either a family member per se, or somebody that I know that I grew up with. Like that's always been my realm right there. Anywhere West Side, you can find me hanging, chilling, writing. You know.
So when did you drop your first project?
My first project was dropped in June of 2010.
Okay.
At that time, like I was on like a lot of other people's projects, but as far as my own,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, like as far as my own, that was June of 2010. And I think it was like 18. It was either 18 or 21 tracks on that mixtape. The audio was horrible. When I mean to tell you, the audio was horrible. But at that time, it was definitely a stressful time. At that time, just given some legal issues. My last week of college, it kind of was stressful. I couldn't really do anything. Couldn't really keep on going on the journey that I, went to school for to accomplish those type of goals. So since I was sitting still, I was like, you know what? I might as well just record and drop a tape. So that first one, it was a lot that went into it, but that was the very first project that the world got to experience.
What was that project called?
It was called The Affair.
Affair.
And you want me to explain that?
Yes, I do.
I called it The Affair just because of the fact, like I said, I've been writing for so long, like from 11, and by that time that project dropped, I want to say 23 or 24. I think I was 24. And it was more like certain people knew that I did music, but it wasn't like everybody knew me as a rapper or knew me that, oh, that's the guy who does music. Like, nobody really knew that at all.
Right.
So that first project kind of was like a little shocker to everybody, like, oh, he's probably like
having an affair with music.
Right. So I called it the affair just because it felt like I was cheating on that music life that I invested so many hours and time with, you know, just for that regular life that I was living, you know, going to school, basketball, college, still going to class. But no matter how much homework I had, no matter how late I was out there roaming the streets, I made sure when I came back into the house that some type of verse was, you know, on that paper. Right. So I called it the affair just because of the fact it just felt like I was cheating on that music life for, you know, the ordinary life, if you want to call it.
Okay. Well, we're just getting started with Mr. Mahad. We definitely learned a lot in that little bit of time. Stay tuned. We're only getting started. Rest in peace to Smash. I decided to take it back a little bit and play.
Let's go.
Yeah, a bit too much for me.
Making it a little better than what it is. You know what I mean? Like out of the 12 pictures, you know what I mean? Like 10 of them you thirst trapping in a sense. You know what I mean? So like I guarantee, like I always say, like I do this like on my Facebook. Like I ask this all the time. Like if you post a picture of your body, see how many likes you get. Then post a picture of either just your face or actual degree or something else that you working on, a business letter or something else. And if more people like that body picture, you might need to just start switching it up a little bit. I'm not saying don't do it at all. I'm just saying if you post nothing but body pictures,
and then your body pictures only get like 12, 13 likes, obviously you just gotta.
Did she just throw shade?
She's saying that's not a little personal.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, if you're gonna put up a picture of your body, get more than 12, 13 likes, because you're exposing yourself for what?
Well, it takes time for you to build that followership. So those 12, 13 likes in the next year will be 1,200.
But no, y'all know our pictures also show up in the news feed. So when people like it, we can see when someone's liking it. So obviously you shouldn't be showing it because we don't want to see it.
I just say
the boss has spoken.
Do it. Ladies, what you know.
Yes.
DM
be tasteful. Be tasteful. Send it to Jay.
DM all of the booty shots, all of the verses, all of what God has blessed you with. Please DM me at JS1, the THASUPPLI.
Y'all wipe these girls?
Hey, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Camera people, why wouldn't I wife you? If you're willing to just, I will wife you. Yes, I will. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. I will wife you.
They said come to me.
So holler at me. You don't want to holler at him. He's not going to treat you the way. He's not going to treat you the way he should treat you, but I will. I will. String beans. Cornbread, come holler at your boy. Some ham hocks. Let's go.
You gonna cook all that for the girl who got naked for the gram?
I was cooking. My mom got leftovers. Look, I'm telling y'all. Mom got the leftovers. You know what I mean? I slide through, pick up the plates, and I'll meet you at my crib. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm the slickest one. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So anyway, you know what I'm saying?
So basically, these girls are just something to look at. It's nothing that you will take serious, right? It devalues them, correct?
That's not true.
Yes, that's exactly what he's saying.
Yes, and no. Like, let me explain this. You getting naked on Instagram.
Dig yourself out.
You're digging yourself in a hole, and you're getting that label put on you faster. So even still, if I meet you and you're the classiest person, you got a job, degree, go to church, and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, never show your body around me. Still, it's like for this social media. You giving it up for the gram, you know what I mean? So I think what you do on social media, I don't necessarily take it too serious. I feel social media is entertainment, but it's also something that can get your name and your brand further out there, you know what I mean? So it's serious, but and again, it's not that serious to be showing your body off like that. But you showing your body off, it definitely devalues you as a person, as a brand, and it also make it harder for when they do finally meet a guy and he sees the social media. It's like, what man wants his female, his woman, out of 12 pictures, you got 10 pictures showing your butt and your body off. Like,
I know more married reform hoes than I know intelligent, got all the degree women. They single to the mother jumper. Can't find somebody to say they like. But the reform hoes married with kid happy, nice car,
always
smoke weed on the weekend.
Because it's always one guy.
It's always a guy.
Will look past the wholeness.
Of course.
We'll look past the wholeness and say, you know what? I'm gonna cook you ham hocks and collard greens and my mother's leftovers.
I think you're hating on the ham
hocks. No, I feel like if a female changed her life, you know, and stopped doing these.
There you go.
These
thirst traps.
There you
go.
Then, you know, there's nothing wrong with him overlooking that because maybe you had to go through that chapter and that phase depending on however you was raised, you know? But for the people who are still doing it for the gram, I think you deserve to get treated however they treat you because this is the image that you put out there.
No, let's not say that. Let's not say that.
I know a lot of females who don't show their bodies at all who are very, what's the word? Frivolous. I like that word. That seemed like the word that was. We gonna go with loose. We gonna go with loose.
But then again, like, also, I feel like everybody should be sex positive, meaning that you should not judge a person just because they may enjoy the act of intercourse. Man, you can't just because she might be enjoying it. She might have a few different parts. That's her thing. That don't make her a hoe.
Be sex positive. Mr. Mahad, what's the type that you talk about in your song?
He like burgers. That's what he like. Hair coloring. They don't talk in public. They don't even got high heels. They just wear sandals and that's it. They sit in the back seat on the right hand side. So if they act up, he can just punch it with the right hand. Hey, shut up!
No, I don't have a type. I think it's just more of how you carry yourself with me. I mean, it's, you know, I go off of the trust and, you know, what values you have and how you conduct yourself when I'm not around and when I'm also around. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily like I can say, oh, I like light-skinned girls or dark-skinned girls. No, I don't have that at all.
You like them chunky?
Huh? It's not.
What's wrong with liking a big girl? Don't hate on a big girl.
No,
it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with the big girls, but on the same token, a lot of big girls, they shoot themselves in the foot by wearing these too small pieces of clothing on the social media. You know what I mean? Like it's just more like
the roles. You can't restrain the roles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Right. You gotta blanket it. You gotta dress it like, you know what I mean? Right. I'm trying to put you in the game.
Talk about blanket.
You gotta let it break down. Like you can't
you know what I mean?
spandexy on you. You know what I mean?
Shout out to my besties. They're tuned in right now. Shout out to John Yo and Helen. And they have some questions for y'all.
Thank you.
Well, my bestie said shout out to them reformed hoes though. These thoughts out cheer winning.
Yeah, shout out to you, baby. And now that you know you're ahead of the game, baby. You're ahead of the game now that you know.
No, my bestie is married, okay?
Oh, she is?
Boom.
Happily?
Yes.
Most
definitely.
You can be married all day, right?
Definitely.
All right, let me be cool.
And then Helen said, can we ask why we praise celebrity who take their clothes off for the gram? So like the Lear Galores and the Miracle Watts and you know them types,
but you know
they get praised. I agree.
But you know what the difference is? They get halfway naked and then get paid to host a party for 2 hours. This girl I know in West Baltimore, East Baltimore, South Baltimore, she get naked and she don't even have a job. She's going back to her regular lifestyle, sitting at home watching TV all day. You know what I mean? So it's just giving the profession in the industry and the business that you in. Cause all right, if you want to be a model, given how today's society is, you might need to show a little skin. And it might necessarily be
tasteful.
The question was, why do we praise women that get nude over other women?
Yeah.
Because we are animals. Men are animals. You're an animal. Yes, you are.
Right.
You have basic instincts in you. When you see them cheeks, you're not gonna turn your eye a little bit. Like if you walking in the mall and them cheeks come by, now don't let the short shorts in the summertime roll up a little bit too far over that butt cheek. You ain't gonna.
Here's the difference. The animal will react off of impulse. So when you see that booty, you go ahead and just, yo, what's up, baby? Get the grabbing all butt, getting the hounding all over. That's an animal.
That's an extreme reaction.
No.
Reaction is, I catch that eye.
You looking is not the problem. There's never been a problem. You looking. You know what happens when men be with their girlfriend or with their wifey, and then they look at this butt knowing that their wifey is right next to them, or getting the hound in them, acting like, oh, this is the first piece of butt that they ever seen in their life. That's what separates us from the animals.
So
you
it's cool to
thinking
look at the
before you act.
Tell your girl about it. I got you. I'll tell you. At the end of the day, we are all animals. Hey, yo, I mean, come on, let's think about it. Let's be real about it. Like, we love the beauty of women. Even women love it. I mean, like, women are so hot right now, even other women want it. Everybody want to get a lick of the lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to get a lick up in there. So, like, what's going to happen is that these women that's going, you know, they going to break it down and get a little naked. They're going to get more attention than somebody who actress. Everybody an actress. Everybody is singing or rapping nowadays. But if you going to break it down, it's
separate her from what's going to increase her chances of
what she
getting white.
does with the intention when she gets it that separates everybody. Kim Kardashian. Thank you.
All right.
Discussion over.
Get back
Yo,
on
Amber Rose.
Mr. Mahad, okay? No, we're not gonna go on Amber. We're not gonna go on him. Who are you speaking of when you make your music? Like I said, you have a single, Love Unconditional.
I speak to the,
So
to
who
the-
are you?
To the women who go there. They don't know where they're going in life. They got a plan, a goal, or something to where just somebody who wants more out of their life. Someone who doesn't act like the other thoughts and the hoes per se that you talking about. You know what I mean? Like the girls who are faithful to their man even when their man been acting dumb for years. That's who I'm speaking to when I sing my love songs. Now you want to hear me? I'm not blind to the fact that there are loose females out here, because I have many of songs as well that, okay, you know, I can talk about.
On your phone that we're not going to talk about.
That's another story. But you know, I have different songs for to me, every woman is not a queen. But I feel that based off how you conduct yourself and how you carry yourself, that changes your level and where you at. How, in a sense, how society looks at you. I'm not saying that you should be worried about how society looks at you, but we are in a world where it's not like, okay,
You present yourself. You represent yourself.
if you have a business, if you know that you just say want to make shoes or a clothing designer, you can't be on the gram getting naked all the time. So now people not looking at your clothes and your shoes. 75% of that is gonna be, that girl T-shirt, that's the girl who getting naked, and then the clothes come back after they say that.
It's a fact that most people get naked for the gram, sell clothes online, and they make buku money, dog. It's the fact of the matter is, you get butt booty.
We gotta go back into
Alright, go ahead. Let's go. Let's do that. Love
My
Unconditional.
love songs, not even just with Love Unconditional. I've dropped a couple tapes where it's more love-oriented, me talking about the good women, men doing good towards the women. You know what I mean? Like doing things for the women. There's nothing wrong with you doing good towards a woman. Like do something for her for a chance. The women who stick by their man, don't do all that extra stuff, not really worried about getting naked for the gram, who know where they want to go in life, but even if they don't know, they're trying to come up with a plan. They sticking by their man regardless. Those who are my love songs are about. Now, everything else, that's a little different topic that we can talk about. But the love songs, that's for, in a sense, the queens out there, the good women out there, the ones who want more and not just sex, in a sense.
Okay. So introduce Love Unconditional, and where was your head at when you created this?
With Love Unconditional, usually when I write my love songs, I always think about either a specific past relationship, or I kind of just think about all of my past relationships, where I went wrong, what I did wrong, things of that nature. So when I make my love songs, it's more of me, in a sense, correcting myself. I know I didn't communicate with my ex, so in this song, I'ma preach not only to the men who may be listening to the song, but it's also, in a sense, I'm talking to myself on these songs. So Love Unconditional was more me reevaluating the past, the good times, and making this song saying pretty much no matter what we go through, no matter what bad things may happen, I'm gonna love you unconditionally. If anybody, your family, friends, if they not there, I'm gonna be the one that's there supporting you.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily I kind of like group a lot of my love songs. It's not necessarily about one particular person. I do have a couple songs that's about one particular person, but Love Unconditional was more me reevaluating a lot of my past relationships, where I went wrong, more kind of me talking to myself saying, you know what, I know I did this wrong, regardless I'm going to love you regardless of what you do bad, you know, so.
All right. Hi everyone, it's Raven Paris and you're tuned back into Love the Culture Radio, and that was Love Unconditional by Mahad, Mr. Mahad, and that was a really nice track. Everyone is tuned in.
Coming in. We gotta find out.
We got a phone call.
Yeah, it's
already.
a phone call coming in. I'm trying to
Man.
figure out where the dead is.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out where the mouse is. Did I not turn it on?
no,
Is it dead or something?
it probably is.
Yeah, it's definitely dead.
Here.
Sorry, I wanted
This
to.
one. Call us back, caller. But definitely, you was getting good reviews. I was getting text messages, and
Thank you. I appreciate it.
everyone in the studio obviously likes that too. Dope track.
Yeah, man, that was an interesting track. You know, I recorded it. I knew the quality of it. I knew how great that it could be. But my brother Beezy, who right here, he definitely
Shout out to Beezy.
he definitely pushed
Beezy.
that record. Like it's been getting played in different hookahs and little clubs and stuff like that. He the one who said, yo, you need to push that for radio. Like that is the one that the females definitely are gonna love.
It makes me wanna love my husband.
Oh man, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But you know, it definitely just was a track. You know, like I said before, you know, I reevaluated a lot of my past relationships, what I did wrong and all that. But you know, it just was more of so how a man can necessarily just be there for his woman. You know, just love her unconditionally, no matter what. So.
And what song can that? What project can that song be found on?
Well, that's gonna be on my new project that I'll be dropping soon. It's called Poetic Rehab. That's just one of the. Oh, sorry. It's one of the few R&B songs from the tape, but that's definitely gonna be on the Poetic Rehab EP that's coming out in like 3-4 months.
Okay. And you have a caller. Who are we speaking on Let It Culture Radio?
Hey, what's going on? This is you, Job, bro.
Yeah, what up?
Hi.
What it is, bro?
Hi.
What it is, dog?
What's going on? Hey, listen, man, we got you tuned in.
Right.
Me, Keita, and I want to say happy birthday to my sister.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
AKA Miss Papa.
You over here giving shout outs. Bruh, you called to talk to me. It's like, nah.
Let him get his ass
It's like, nah. You know what? That's my home.
But what I'm ready to do is, I'm ready to pass the phone off to one of your childhood middle school friends.
Who is that gonna be?
That's my best friend.
What up, Keita? What it is though?
Yes, my best friend. You made it, bro.
Thank you.
You made it, bro.
I appreciate the support. I appreciate it. Love you much.
I really am.
I appreciate
You know,
it.
we go way back.
Man, it sound like you've been drinking. That's what it sound like y'all had a
Let her
little.
enjoy her session.
It sound like y'all been drinking.
It's
Y'all
a
been drinking without me.
celebration.
Y'all been drinking without me.
No, this whole bottle of peach ball is still here. we celebrating.
Right, I appreciate it.
We done released a new single.
Yeah,
What's happening, bro?
Man, I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate the love and the support. You already know how it is.
And I just want to say, I'm going to need Baltimore to open their ears up and recognize
Hello.
the lyricists when you hear them.
Hello.
You sound real passionate about that one. I love that. Thank you.
We go way back like Skullcat.
Oh, whoa.
Doing your thing.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you, sweetie. Definitely.
Thank you guys for calling in and tuning in.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right. Tell.
Bestie.
Yeah, love you too, sweetie.
Hi, you're now tuned into Let It Culture Radio. Who we speaking with?
Nelly.
Hi, bestie.
Hi, Bestie.
Say, I'm going to keep this short because I know you all had people calling in. First of all, shout out to my bestie and everything. Sit down. I'm so proud of you as always. As for Mr. Mahad, I just wanted to say that I love that song.
Thank you.
When it drops, I'm definitely tapping.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that, sweetie. Thank you for the support.
Black men, they're not really so friendship all the time. You know, that can slow it down. Correctly, like I can
Thank you.
Hopefully it's nice and I'm
Thank you. I appreciate the love and the support, sweetie.
Thanks for calling in. All right, love you too. Good. So you definitely touched the ladies.
What's going on here?
So now let's get into this next single that you had. I want you to explain where was your mindset at when you created Y'all Ain't Ready?
All right. Well, unlike the first one, I'm glad she played the first one. Played that one when she did, but this one is more the party record. Actually, when I found the beat, I really could not think of a chorus at all for this song. Like when I heard the beat, I already knew that it was gonna be a banger. I already knew I was gonna try to send it to whatever DJ played in the club, no matter what it is. I was like, nah, I know this is gonna be a hit, but I could not think of a chorus for nothing. Like I could not think of it. So I went to the studio. I'm with Beezy and my other brother, Young Rome, Wild 3. He's the one who's actually doing the chorus. He's the one rapping the chorus. After I recorded my 2 verses, and for the on the chorus, at first you'll hear it like as a background, like an ad lib. All I said was hold up. I just kept on saying hold up, and he's sitting there like, man, you cannot just say hold up on this song. It sounds like it can be a club record. I refuse to let you walk out of the studio just saying hold up. Just watch me. So I was like, and at that time he really didn't have any music recorded yet, so I was a little skeptical at first. But literally, right when he stepped up to the mic, put the headphones on, and he came out with the chorus, I just was like, man, this boy done took the record from, out of scale of 1 to 10, it was already at between 9 and 10. He took it to 1,000. So shout out to Young Rome, Wild 3. Hopefully he's listening, but you know, yeah, it's definitely the club record, I'll say. One of the party records that I've recorded in my
So we
day.
about to drop this exclusive, because
Yeah.
y'all ain't ready for Mr. Mahad.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Oh.
Let it Culture Radio.